Today I'm going to turn Minecraft mobs into characters from Amazing Digital Circus 2. 5 months ago, I transformed mobs into Episode 1 characters. So now that new ones have been released, I'll transform them too. So I went here in front where the new characters from Amazing 2 are. Look, here are all the characters I created when it was still Episode 1. There's Zubo, Kinger, Pomni obviously, but right next to it there's a tent. And here are the new characters. Gummigoo, by the way, was the one I liked the most. And he was F, poor guy. Comment below F Gummigoo. Then his bandit friends. Princess Loolilalu, the elephant that brings them to the kingdom, the Fudge, and the NPCs, right? They're just random characters scattered around there. Well, as I think Loolilalu will be the coolest of all, I'm gonna leave her for last because she will definitely be amazing. So let's start with Gummigoo, as he was my favorite. Well, here's the thing, he's a crocodile, so he is part of these water animals. And he has green parts, so since there are no crocodiles in Minecraft, but the only one that is green and part of the water is the turtle. So look, I think these turtles here will match him a lot. I know they're not crocodiles, but they have green parts and are also from the water, right? So it could be them. So I'm gonna turn the turtle into Gummigoo. I'm gonna come here and choose her, okay? Here, turtle. Well, what we do now is separate all the parts of the turtle that I'm not going to use at this moment. Gummigoo itself has a body that is as follows. Here at the bottom, it's a little smaller. Already here on top, it's bigger. I think this size is good. Then I'll smooth the corners to make it look rounder. You'll understand. It doesn't need to be that high. Select and decrease. More or less this size is good. I think, wait, like this and like this. Okay, cool. Now I can also paint Gummigoo. He has yellow with green, as I told you. I'm going to paint everything here yellow. Here I'll do his belly. Exactly. Paint the whole belly. Paint here. Okay. Here below too. Here on the side. I'm going to take his head now, and I'm going to make the head. He kind of has a crocodile head. Like with the wire like this, look. Okay? Add the neck, pull, stretch up, and we make the head. His head, I know, is a little bigger than the neck. Stretch, pull, decrease, and then add the snout. For now, it's strange, but later, it will be very cool. I'm also going to add some pointy teeth, a detail I can do here on his belly. As I said, he is green. I will make the texture all over his body like this. But if I increase a setting, look at this. The texture comes out kind of blending, a gradient mixing the colors. Okay, paint here. Here, look. Leave it well textured. Well, now what I can do is smooth him out. Every time I want to smooth a square, I just keep adding corners to it. Add here for the belly, up here, and join here, look, until the corners fit perfectly. Then it doesn't look so square, you know? It gets shapes a bit more circular, in quotes, right? Because it's not circular, it's still square. Smooth here on the corner. One more. Again, smooth again. Duplicate, stretch, another, stretch. Now I'm going to move on to the legs. Duplicate this cube, stretch up, lower, and use this tool to decrease because I want a thinner shin. Add the foot, select. Stretch here for the arm, here too. Another and another. Pull his finger and duplicate. Now I'm going to take this arm, duplicate and pull to the other side. Now rotate. But this other arm here is yellow, so I'm just going to paint it all yellow. And so one arm is green and the other is yellow, just like Gummigoo. Remember before I already made the turtle's head? I left it aside because now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna add the teeth. Another. This here is easy because it's just an inverted square. And it already gives the sensation of pointy teeth. So I added teeth all over Gummigoo's mouth, both at the bottom and the top of his mouth. Then he became a very toothy crocodile. Now the tail, stretch. Another smaller one, another. The tip of the tail is pointy. Obviously it's a tip. I'm going to add a cube here. Then I'll smooth it with another part fitting. Pull here and another corner. Now I'm going to take this tip, duplicate, rotate, and I'm going to use it to make the spikes. Since it's part of a square, a pointy part. Duplicate to here, once more, here, again, but it's yellow. Now add the eye, duplicate, pull to this other side, and the last detail of Gummigoo is the hat. Yes, I'm also going to smooth the hat because I think a rounded hat looks cooler. Smooth here, and here. Now just take all this. Duplicate, rotate, and take it to the other side. Already smoothed. And then add 2 parts here in the middle. Stretch this, detail, and done. We finished our Gummigoo. And okay, back to Minecraft. I already added Gummigoo's egg. Yes, it's him. Gummigoo spawn. And when I place it on the ground, lots of turtles will pop out. But now they are Gummigoos, right? And wow. I really liked his result. Well, as I said, my favorite from the video will probably be Princess Loolilalu, but this one is very cool too. Look at his tail detail moving. It's very good. And all the smoothings I did on the body too. Well, if I want, I can also transform into a Gummigoo. And look at his running animation and his standing animation. Okay, moving on. So a friend of mine entered the world to give a score to the characters I create. Okay, GB, looking at Gummigoo, his animation and model, what score do you give? Remembering that before he was a turtle?
Okay, Jake, with all these animations of Gummigoo and the model too, he deserves a score of 8.
Okay, so of all these characters here, Gummigoo is already ready. Wow, he turned out amazingly good, right? So I'm thinking of the second one to do. I know the Fudge, he is this monster here, and he is the Gummigoo that stays in that chocolate river. When Jax falls, he even tries to eat Ragata, Jax, and Kingle. And Genjil too, but no. I'm even thinking about how I'm going to do this because he's kind of liquid. But the mob that I think looks most like him, believe it or not, is here in the swamp. Yeah, you might be thinking I'm going to turn him into a frog. Well, pretty much that. Here in Minecraft, in the swamp, there's this here. Which are the frog spawns? They stay in the water. They are these little creatures here, the tadpoles. And he looks a bit like Caramello, right? Because he has that part back there, which is his little tail. And I have an idea to do this, okay? Trust me. Okay, so let's move on to the next character. As I told you, I was going to transform him into a tadpole, which is the frog's child. Here his name is Ted Polly, but I don't know how this works. And, okay. This part here, you can see it's a flattened pixel, and it will be very useful later because I'm going to use it to make the trail of the food he leaves on the ground. Let me create a huge trail here, but I'm going to apply it to the Fudge to erase, okay? Because I'm only going to use this later. So erase for now. It's just invisible now. So it's just a tiny pixel. So I'm going to have to work on this pixel itself. I'm going to create a base for the food, for the Fudge. Then up here, I'm going to try to create some shapes so that he stays in a shape like this. I'm going to try to make him stay in this shape, like when he's crawling and carrying Ragata. Jax is on top of him. So let's go to flatten again. I'm going to try to do that smooth part. I think I could change here. I'm going to try to get to a shape that looks good. I don't know if I will succeed, but it has to be like this. I'll try. I will. Maybe like this. Then leave a little more smooth on top. Look, I'm already getting to a shape that seems interesting. I'm also going to take the opportunity to paint him all brown here too. And take this and unpaint it. I'm going to use this shape and remove the texture, so later I can make a new texture. Like this, I multiplied it. And I think I got a shape very similar. Since it's square, I didn't want to make it 100% round so as not to take away the essence of Minecraft. And now I'm going to start smoothing more. Like this, and I'm going to start making the mouth part. Add a cube here, another here to the side. Now a very large cube, another, and add the last one. Look, it's already taking on a shape. It's that shape I wanted. It looks like a giant slug. He's not a slug, he's chocolate, but he walks exactly like that. I'll give you an example of how he will walk in Minecraft. He will walk like this, stretching forward and backward. Prong, prong, prong. So now what I can do is try to make his mouth more circular. Like this, stretching, pull, another, stretch, here, and last. And now look how his mouth took another shape. It's much better, but I think it's still not enough. There in the drawing, right? There's like chocolate running here. But before that, I can't forget the teeth. Add another tooth, little tooth, stretch, another, and pull. Now select this tooth and keep duplicating it all over his mouth. Some I leave a little smaller up, and others I leave a bit larger because his mouth has varied tooth sizes. Now I'm going to do that, which is adding chocolate textures, like if it were here in front, from his mouth. Pull here, add on top, another, here, and look how it turned out. I'm going to remove the lighting. So you can see, look, with the lighting, it's easier to see. These circles I made here are pixelated circles, right? Well, and now remember that part I told you guys back there, which was the tadpole's tail that I saved. So I'm going to get it here, and I'm going to get a brush, increase this brush to a good size, make the brush round, and I'm going to make it like a trail of his like this. Look, make a nice trail. Keep painting until I think it looks cool. Now just take a darker color, increase the smooth, decrease the opacity, and keep painting lines like this, infinite lines. At some point, this here will be good. It will take a long time, but trust me, this here will be very cool. Just painting like this, pass again. Now I'm going to activate the shadows again to get the right color. Add his trail here, which was the little tadpole part back there, and done. He will come out crawling exactly like this in Minecraft. Just one detail, I forgot to add his eye. Now yes, for the eye, in this case, we can come here, look, and create a circle. Yeah, it has to be like this, the circle. His eye has like a ball in the middle, as if he were focused on sugar. I think like this is a nice eye. I'm gonna smooth here. And smooth, I could have made 100% round eye. But I don't know. I think our character is already too round. And if I made a completely round eye, it would take away some of the essence of Minecraft. So I didn't want to do it. And okay, back here in Minecraft, I already have the Fudge egg. And yes, I created it in these colors that I thought matched a lot. And when we spawn him here, there's no egg roll. It's a trail like the tadpole, because it's like this. We need to hit him and make him walk, because when he walks, the trail appears behind. Wait, get out of here. Here, look, I got to the other part, and here you can see his animation better. Look, he will run after me, and then behind there is the trail, as if he were leaving a chocolate trail wherever he goes. Just like in the series, right? When Ragata is riding him with Jax and Kinger. I'm going to call my friend to see what score he gives to this character. Okay, so GB.
It's very cool, but it wasn't the best, so I'll give it a score of 5.
Okay, back here, we've already finished the first and second, which was the Fudge. Now the third among these, as I already did Gummigoo, I'm not going to do the Bandits yet because they are very similar. Well, we can do the Elephant. It's the character that brings Jax, Pomni, and Ragata and all the characters to the Sweet Kingdom. I don't know the elephant's name, but I'm going to nickname him Tree Trunks because Tree Trunks is a character from Adventure Time. And well, the mob that obviously matches Tree Trunks the most, it's our dear Sniffer. Because here's the thing, he's big, looks like an elephant. We don't have elephants in Minecraft. And let's be honest, he has a big nose. I love when he takes a sniff. It's very cool. Very funny. Well, I think I'm stalling too much showing you the characters step by step, so let's go. Without stalling, separate this here for Trunks, and this here for the head. Tree Trunks has 4 legs. Separate, melt the rest. I'm going to divide Tree Trunks' body into 3 parts. A bigger one, which will be the body, the main base. Then here back, a little smaller. Like this, rotate, stretch a little, and another smaller part down here, like this. Okay, now I'm going to paint all this part a slightly lighter pink color. I'm going to paint everything already because she is practically all this color. And well, now let's move on to the head. She has a head kind of without a neck, like stuck. So there's no way. I'm going to make a big neck. Join here, stretch, and to not have a neck here, I'm going to join and make a roll here holding everything, pull here, and now I'm going to make a mini mouth. She has a very small mouth, and here, done. Wow, it was the weirdest mode I ever made. But yes, as I said, her mouth is tiny, she has no neck, the head is together with the body, very strange. Well, now I'm going to do the following. I'm going to increase the size of my brush, decrease the opacity, and I'm going to spend a lot of time here trying to create a texture that is cool because the elephant's color, it mixes 2 colors. And yeah, we're gonna have to mix his 2 colors, which is yellow with pink. And well, I think I got it. I made a very good texture for her. Now pull the leg down, stretch one more time, select this leg, and duplicate 3 times to form the 4 legs. Attach to the tail, duplicate another, stretch. Here, now trunk, another, stretch again. One more time, and the eyes of our elephant. Done. Well, back here. And I didn't want to say anything, but I think this version of Sniffer here is the elephant matched more with the cherry biome because it is pink. Look, can you say it didn't have a better contrast than Sniffer? Because it's green and red. Honestly, I think it matched better. But like this, the animation was very cool. Pay attention to the legs, how she walks. I'm going to hit here and wait for him to follow me so you can see how his legs work walking. I made the legs move very smoothly. When it bends, Julio has like 4 divisions. It's like a real circle. I liked it a lot. But let's see what my friend thought and what his score will be. Okay, GB, what did you think of my elephant?
Wow, this mob turned out very well. To be honest, it turned out very funny. It looks like Tree Trunks, so my score will be 7.
Okay, another character added to our list. I finished the elephant, and now I think I'm gonna do the following. I'm gonna do this other bandit here because he's also a crocodile, right? Like Gummigoo. Here's this one with a blue bandana around his neck. And this one that wears a kind of Old West jacket, you know? He even has a hat. So I'm gonna do this one first. Well, since I already turned Gummigoo into a turtle, he is also a crocodile. But since this one is, his real name is Bandit and such. Because even Kaim says it. And because he's bad, he reminds me of the bandits. The bad characters here in Minecraft, which in this case are the pillagers. They are like the villains, right? He is an NPC. He was programmed to be a villain because they stole Maple, right? But okay, I think he would match a lot with the villager, especially since the villager has some purple parts. So let's go. Let's do this quickly. Since we already had one, I'm going to reuse many parts. Okay, I had an idea. I'm going to come here. I'm going to paste Gummigoo. You can see he has the pillager textures, but that's easy to fix. I just delete and replace with, wait, okay, cool. And now what happens? Unlike Gummigoo, which is a bit taller, he is taller. He is shorter, has short legs and arms, and also wears a jacket. So I'm going to shorten his arms, like this, and like this. Legs too. I'm going to remove these 2 smoothings here, and now I'm going to add a vest, which is that Old West jacket he wears. So I added the vest to this new Gummigoo, in this case Bandit number 2, and look how cool he turned out. Now I come here too, and increase his belly a bit, like this. No, wait, up to here, and up to here. Stretch more up, like this. Well, here it will still have a strange belly, but in the animation, it will look good. I think I reused everything that needed to be reused, and done. I just painted him the right colors. I liked it. It was a lot of reuse, but I thought it was very cool. Okay, it was very quick to make this one because I reused many things. And it's okay, because probably in the original drawing they also reused, since they are very similar. Since it was quick, I'm going to make this one already and take advantage of my time. This one will be very easy since he is just more stretched and thin, you know? Long arms. Well, the difference between this one, now I'm going to remove the jacket. And here we go. Make more modifications. And I'm going to paint the jacket blue, like this. And I'm going to turn this into the bandana he has around his neck. Pull down here. Okay, rotate. Pull again, leave it smaller. This one is actually all yellow, so it doesn't need these other colors. Here is the color option. I have here this option, which is just painting, and it won't change the original color. Then here on top of his hat, there is also a blue detail that I just add cubes like this. Okay, rotate. And now here in the animation, since the other was more stretched, this one I'm going to leave unstretched. Take his body, pull up, tie to, hand stretch more, since he has long arms, and the feet too. So okay, since they were quick modifications, I already added them here in the game. Look, this was the first one, which was the purple bandit we added. And look how he turned out. And I'm already going to put this one here, which is the more stretched one, right? With long arms and everything. He turned out much longer than the others. Let's compare him with Gummigoo. And look, you can see, Gummigoo is medium-sized, this one is large, and this one is smaller. Okay, GB, since this one wasn't very difficult, I reused many things. Tell me your score.
So I'm not going to give it a score of 8, but a score of 7. Okay, another version of the crocodiles, so my score will be 7.
Okay, we finished here. Literally 5 characters, all the bandits are done, the Sweet Kingdom people, and now I'm gonna make the NPC. Finally, we're gonna make this one, which will be the coolest of all. Well, NPC, I thought of something to be a very cool NPC, okay? Which in this case is this here. Yes, an armor stand. See if you understand me. I thought of something. The NPCs there in Amazing Digital Circus are completely stick figures. They are templates, used to create things later, so let's go. We're gonna download here on the stick figure. And okay, first thing we have to do is separate this part here at the bottom. I'm going to use it to make the head. Leave it separate for now. It's dividing into some parts. There's an arm, and the arm divides into 2 parts. And in the middle, there is always a little ball. The same thing with the knee. Here will be the little ball, and here the little ball. The legs are just for us to make the separation. This here can be the little ball of the head, and like this. We already have the base. Now what I'm gonna do is rotate this circle, and it will be the base for us to create our little ball there that I mentioned. The first thing I'm gonna do is paint everything. No, not this blue here. It has to be the normal blue, like this. Everything blue, the entire texture. Well, now we're gonna smooth the bases. Imagine this is a stick figure. Head, body, and lower body. I'm going to come here where I made the ball. Take it, and stick it here. There, perfect. Then I added a border around his entire body, like head and body. And look, all these little squares I put around are the little borders. Now we take the ball and put it here, increase this ball, and put it down here. Remember the armor stand arms I saved? I'm going to smooth the arms too. And remember I left space here? That's right, smooth. Smooth. Again. Then I smooth the other arm. Add here, and a hand. Now just add the ball here, and a ball here. We already have the smooth body and the arm. Just stick here, duplicate, rotate to the other arm on the other side. Just throw here, duplicate and pull down. But this is an arm, so it's not anymore, it's a foot. Magic, select everything, duplicate, rotate. Guys, perfect, right? Tell me if I wasn't a genius to transform the armor stand into this here, right? Oh, it turned out perfect. Even though it turned out simple, I like the circles and such a lot. Remembering that here in Amazing, they are also simple. No texture, just a solid color with little balls on the corners. Look, just like that. Oh, detail. I made several colors too because I'm going to use this in the video that I will recreate the scenes. So I need several colors. So, Twin, what did you think of my NPC?
So even though it turned out simple, there's not much detail, but it's because in Amazing Digital Circus they are also simple, right? And you could see that you also made the round knees and such. So since it turned out very similar, I'm going to give it a score of 8, okay?
We got to the much-awaited Princess Loolilalu. Look at her details. I'm gonna try to recreate in Minecraft with this video. Round dress, yes. Some things I will leave square, but the dress, I wanna leave in this aspect. and maybe her face, her eye, and her hair, which is a tangerine, I think. Well, I spent some time thinking about which mob she could become. I thought of pink mobs or NPC characters, maybe a villager, but it wouldn't match anything with pink. So I thought it would be cool to make an axolotl since it's pink, and she is completely pink. Yes, the body, legs, and fins have nothing to do with it, but it will look cool. Trust me, okay? Well, let's go this one. It will take a lot of work, and probably I'm not going to show doing exactly everything because I'm going to spend a long time here adjusting details. Making circular things in Minecraft is very difficult. Well, her face, first of all. What I'm thinking of doing is rotating until we form a circle. Exactly like this. Now that we have a circle, this will be her face. I'm going to create a new texture here because I need another texture. It can't be this one. Because since her face is a cookie, it has to be this color. Okay, cool. Second, I'm going to separate this circle, right? And separate. And now I'm going to duplicate it more times. As I said, I'm going to focus a lot on round. So this will be the eyes. Keep duplicating. A few times like this. This is already another texture, so it has to be white. There's the problem. I have to keep creating several textures because if not, it takes only one color. Now I'm going to adjust the texture and I can paint completely white. Perfect. Now I select all this. Decrease the size to make the eye. There are already 2 circles, right? Take the opportunity to separate them more. Like this? Cool. Then take it here and position her eyes. Well, now focusing a bit on the dress part. I thought about taking this circle here and turning it into a circle like this. Look, an open circle. So when I come here, look, it will form like a little open circle here. Like this. Okay? I took a long time, but I did this. Look what happens. If I pull down like this, it will form as if it were the part of her dress. So now I just pull here. Once more. Another. And now add another one of those circles below. I think like this it will be a nice dress. Because I said I would try to make it like a circle. Okay, let's create a texture. Wow, this will take a lot of work. Okay, I'm going to paint everything pink. Here, look. Pink, pink, pink. Just paint everything at once. Choose another pink. Get a gradient. And now I'm going to do this. Look. To create a texture throughout this part of her dress. Just keep doing it until it reaches the other side. There. Perfect. The dress texture is ready. Now I'm going to do the following. I added like some details as if it were that part on the side showing. It's a fabric coming out of her dress. And then I completed the whole dress. Obviously, she is a sweet princess. So this here must be whipped cream. This here must be gummy candy. Gum. Up here is confetti. Tangerine. Cookie. She is a sweet in person. Okay. So now up here, I'm gonna add this detail that she has here. Look, where the sweets will be. So I added the entire cape over her dress with the detail of all the sweets that needed to be added. And then I put the whipped cream around all this. Okay, the hardest part is ready, which was the dress. Now the body. And yes, as I said, now I'm going to focus more on square. There's a lot of round already. Soon it won't even look like Minecraft. It's dark. The neck. The head we made before, right? With that circle. Now add a cube here. Another, smooth again. Once more. Then I added the borders and divisions. It's literally a pink tangerine. Look, now just select this. Duplicate. Pull to the side, rotate, and I'm going to make her whole hair like this. So I made the entire hair. The 2 eyes we had created. The difference is that I made the pupils. And the other pupil, the mouth is pixel art, crown very Minecraft, this scarf, the necklace she has here, where she will hold, stretch here, a big gummy, right? Stretch the arm, duplicate and duplicate. Finally, our Princess Loolilalu is ready. Look how she turned out in Minecraft. I loved all these circular details I added to her. Look at this, the little eye. If you pay attention, look, the little eye out of nowhere, it will blink. Look, blinked. Very cute. And not to mention that the dress turned out circular. And as I said, if I did everything in a circle too, mixed, right? I mixed square with circle. Look at me. I think she was the best of today's video. Not to mention her walking animation moves the little dress there. So, GB, what did you think of Princess Loolilalu?
This was the best of all. Full of details, textures, circles. Definitely, it's a score of 10.
Wow. We finished all, and the most anticipated of this video, which was the princess. So I finished the video with all the characters from episode 1 and episode 2. Comment there which one you like the most from this episode here that I made in this video. In this case, well, from this video. My favorite was the princess, then Gummigoo, then Tree Trunks, then the Fudge, then the bandits, and finally the NPC, which in my opinion was the weakest. Thanks. Wait, the video is not over yet. If you watched until now, have a surprise for you. A lot of people ask me to recreate Amazing Digital Circus Episode 2 in Minecraft. and I'm thinking about recreating it entirely. So if you stayed until the end, I'll show you how it's turning out. Look, I already started recreating some parts. And look at this. This here is the part where the pigeon is all buggy, and she starts asking for help because she realizes her arm is starting to become abstract. I won't show you everything because you will have to watch the video. But look, I'm doing all the parts. She waking up in her bed. So if you watched the video until now, comment below hashtag Amazing Digital Circus 2 in Minecraft. So congratulations if you watched until now. You already got a little surprise of what's coming on the channel.